Hey guys, welcome to another episode of F122, my team here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Continuing to go up alongside the F1 Manager content, which you guys are thoroughly enjoying as well. So do check the channel page for anything you may have missed in that series. And of course, this one as well. We are in Canada for round 9 of Season 2, episode number 31. And this was the track we got our best finish of the year last year. Thanks to remarkable safety car luck. We actually managed a 7th placed finish here last year. Don't expect me to replicate that, but we got 3 points finishes in a row in these next 3 Grand Prix last year, 7th, 9th and 9th. And if you look at the vehicle performance index, we're level with AlphaTauri and Aston Martin, slightly above Haas, slightly behind Alfa Romeo and slightly further behind McLaren, but very close to all of them. So it could be a good weekend. It could also be rubbish if it's raining. If it is raining for the race, I will drop the difficulty down by 2 to 88 because the AI are too strong in the wet compared to like when you're at the right difficulty in the dry. It's in different conditions, and it's not giving me a proper weather forecast either. Lovely. Well, we'll be able to tell actually from the weather menu in the tablet you get when we're on track or in the garage, so we're able to tell. But interchangeable conditions in practice 1 and in qualifying and in the race. If it's not raining too much like it didn't in the last Grand Prix in Baku, then I'm happy to leave it as is, because then I'd be too fast in the wet to be on par with a little bit of rain. But if it's mainly rain, then I will drop it a little bit just to make sure that, well, as we found in Baku, I'm not just sat for 10 laps doing nothing, letting the people or having the people in front just disappear away from me and the people behind close up. But thankfully, we're a long way behind. Otherwise, I'd have lost position after position. I don't know whether you guys are experiencing the same. Do let me know in the comment section. Are you finding that in the rain, intermediate or full wet, that the other drivers on the same difficulty you were at in the dry are faster comparatively to you than they were in the dry? So say you're matching lap times in the dry, in the wet, that same driver you're matching lap times with will be 4, 5 tenths a lap faster than you are. That's what I'm finding. Let me know if you're finding the same. Let's head to Canada and try and get some resource points on the board. We'll have a look at the weather and see what it says for the race. And if there's anything to show you, then we will bring it to you. But the first thing I'm going to do, you might as well just stay with me here then. Let's have a look. So, race is starting dry. Now, how long does that dry weather continue? 19% chance of rain after 15 minutes. It looks like it's going to rain in the middle of the Grand Prix. Yep, definitely going to rain in the middle of the Grand Prix. That's 88% chance of rain after half an hour. And it looks like it's just going to get considerably worse and heavier. But then it's going to dry up again an hour in. And it's going to be sunny again. So I don't know what to do. I think it might just be a short, sharp shower. So we'll probably leave it where it is. We'll probably leave the difficulty where it is. Right, I'm going to go out and do my practice programs, get as much as I can resource-wise, and then I'll see you in qualifying. Yep, I think we found the sweet spot. We found the sweet spot. 111.6 was where that was. We found the sweet spot. We found the sweet spot with the setup. And, yeah, underfloor damage is no surprise, but that'll be us done for practice. I will quick practice to get the extra resource points, but I'll actually cut. Normally I just waffle on, but I'll cut that from this video and I'll just show you exactly what points we get. End of the session in P4. So all of practice is done, and we're gaining about 1,200 resource points there, almost. Up to 1773. Go on, go on. I'm so close. I'm so close to level 15. It's painful. It's really painful. I'll be able to get so many more driver perks very, very soon, and we'll get a massive boost. We go from like 25% resource point boost to a 50% resource point boost, which will really kick us on to the next level with regards to how we can upgrade the car. We're heading to qualifying next. Again, unfortunately, it's not giving me a weather forecast, but 1,700 resource points now gives me the opportunity to improve somewhere else. Now, that is currently on its way. That's the 4th So we've already got 4 on the rear. I can't do the brakes until we're at factory spec 3. Weight reduction could be very important. Weight redistribution's decent too, but I think I'm going to go for the weight reduction over the weight redistribution. Although, fuel efficiency has been really awful of late, and I'm not sure whether to go for fuel efficiency. I'm going to have a quick ask of chat on stream, and we will do either fuel efficiency or weight reduction. Chat, fuel efficiency or weight reduction? Technically, the lighter we are, the less fuel we'll use anyway, because the car's not as heavy, so it takes less to push the car round. So the majority is saying weight. We will go with weight. The lighter the car is, then the less fuel it will use. So that will do us then into quali, where weather is at present a complete unknown. We do a 1:11.1. Okay, where's that come from then? 1:11, I guess hot lap with the battery, but we've put in a 1:11.1 there. Now that is a very competitive time. Nico's done a 1:11.4. Are we seeing the evolution of the car start to come to us? P11 thus far. They're into the low 10s. And I believe it's actually started to rain, has it? No, not yet. It is getting overcast. Right, I'm going to go out again before it starts to rain and try and set a faster time. Because there's definitely time in that lap as well. I had a couple of scrappy corners there. But the track temperature might have dropped a little bit, meaning that it's not quite so grippy. We'll find out. It's definitely still dry, though, for the time being. But I want to make sure I get another lap in before it potentially rains. Just to be on the safe side. Although no one else... Actually, I say no one else is going out. There's a Williams behind me. We are definitely going to be into the 10s. That is a 1:10.6. Now, come the end of the session, that might not be as competitive as initially it feels. We'll have a look. Do a 1:10.6, which is good enough at the minute for P5. Now, there's only 5 seconds remaining in the session, and there are other cars out on track setting times right now. So I expect to drop a bit from P5 or 6, and we do to P8, but that is both drivers, Nico putting in a performance as well, both drivers in the top 11. Excitement building. Actually have my lap negatively affected by Daniel Ricciardo at the minute, but I'll take the slipstream down the straight. That is good enough for provisional pole. Provisional pole. Front wing damage, that's fine. Just takes 20 seconds to replace the front wing. And now the rain is going to come heavier, so presumably people can't go out again.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
14.5 in the weird conditions, interchangeable conditions. We might have pulled off a madness here. We had a madness in Canada last year, although it wasn't because we had outright pace. I am just much faster in the first sector than Charlotte. Charlotte is a 1/10.5 up on me in the middle sector and 2/10 up on me in the third sector, but apparently I've got 3.5 tenths at least on almost everybody else. It's the first sector where I'm nailing it, and I don't really know why. Nobody's out right now because the rain is coming down, and I think me and Nico, as things stand, I don't think anyone's going to be able to improve because it's raining so hard. So Nico and I at the moment are going to go through to Q3. No one's going out. We're going through to Q3, both of us. Hopefully it's going to dry up and we'll have the opportunity to be in Q3 for only the second time, I think. Australia last year. And now Canada this year. I can't remember being in Q3 other than those 2 times. Carlos Sainz out. Lewis Hamilton out. Both McLarens out. Certainly they got caught out by the conditions, but it's meant that we've gotten through. Now, unfortunately, that was only Q2, not Q3. If that was Q3, we'd actually be starting on pole. Is it raining? What is the weather now? Full wets by the looks of things.
As they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
Full wets as it is right now. Weather in 10 minutes, though, supposedly is dry. We are going to do a 1:20.15. You ready? Where's that come from? Hello?
With qualifying
What?
finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top
What?
three. Verstappen, Leclerc,
Third?
Wood. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main
It's like the opposite of the Nepenthes meme.
interrupted for the
This
Grand
is
Prix
16th for
tomorrow.
sure. Easy,
Make sure you
easy,
join us
easy
then.
16th. Third?
The grid
We're
line
not taking any penalties.
world champion
We are
Max
going to
Verstappen
start
starts from
P2 because someone else took a pen.
completes the
Max
front
Verstappen starts
row.
on pole.
Rest of the grid. We
And
have
we start P2 because someone else took a pen. I'm on the front row.
and Tsunoda. Teo Porsche.
Porsche, Hulkenberg starts P8. Sainz and Norris. Leclerc took the penalty.
Further back after an earlier grid
I start P2. Front row. Mr. Saturday. Unbelievable. And so many top runners, or a couple of top runners, are a long way down the field as well because of penalties.
Schumacher. Hamilton. They've taken a
Hamilton's at the back of the grid with Bottas as well.
begins the race from
Oh my God. What an opportunity.
5 red lights to go out.
We have a real chance here to potentially do a Sebastian Vettel from 2008 at Monza. The chance to put in an outrageous performance in an underperforming car or a much slower car and just do something that could quite simply be unthinkable. The strategy at present is soft, soft, hard, medium, but we definitely go soft, soft, medium and then wait for the rain. Or do I go soft, medium and then wait for the rain? This is where it gets really tricky. Because the rain is scheduled later, but it always comes sooner, doesn't it? What's everyone else starting on? That's what I'm curious to know. Everyone else is starting on softs, although Sainz and Leclerc, both Ferraris on hards. Everyone else is on softs. So I'll start on softs to try and keep pace. But I think I edit that. And I think I go soft, medium, and then wait for the rain. So strategy decided. We're going to start on the softs. We're not... Well, I say strategy decided. We're not sure whether we'll go soft, soft, medium, wait for the rain, or soft, medium, wait for the rain. Wait. Ordinarily, that would be pretty straightforward. You just go soft, medium, wait for the rain. But if the rain comes about lap 26, we might be able to avoid that second stop entirely and just sack the mediums off and just go soft, soft. Because we're definitely starting on the softs because everyone else is starting on the softs other than the two Ferrari. So I can't quite believe we're starting P2.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
There you go.
It's definitely seemed like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Rain in 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Soft, soft. We are soft, softing. We have to. Rain in 10 to 15 minutes is soft, soft. It might even be, I didn't think I'd hit Verstappen there. It might even be, soft straight to intermediates. Pulling up P2 on the grid as straight as I can.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
I'm actually nervous.
Okay,
I
so
am
that's the rest of the
genuinely
grid
actually
forming up now.
nervous.
Be patient and watch for those lights.
Here we go. God, it takes forever to for everyone to line up in the grid, doesn't it? This is it. Oh, I got so much wheel spin. I got so much wheel spin there. The rear just didn't want to grip at all. Down from P2 to P4. In an Alpine sandwich now. Try and stick with Fernando as best I can. I don't know what to expect from them in a straight line here. They're not massively faster than me. I've only got used sets of softs to go to now, apparently. Let's make sure we get the chicane right this time. There we go, that's better. I'm not faster than the front three, that is for sure. Fernando's definitely quicker than me. I mean, Teo Porcher's in P6. I'm not actually holding many people up here. Teo is doing that job for me. I've only got Esteban Ocon behind me. Other than that, it's just 2 seconds back to Teo Porcher. You can actually go for it here if you like, pal, because I'll get DRS, won't I? That's the detection point there, isn't it? Or is it before the hairpin? It's before the hairpin, annoyingly. But I'll try and stick with Esteban Ocon now, all the way up to the back of the other ones. But Tsunoda can't get past Teo Porcher behind. Or if Tsunoda can't get past Teo Porcher behind, then we can just drive away. So DRS detection point is back there. I'll ask about the rain again in a minute. We do only have used sets of softs to go to, apparently, as well. So that's something to consider. Or to keep in mind. We don't have fresh sets of softs. They've all done one run. The front three are still pulling away. But myself and Esteban are doing exactly that to those behind. The gap to Teo is almost 4.5 seconds now.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
Esteban is faster than me in a straight line, even when I have DRS. That's the difference in straight line speed between ourselves and the Alpine. 20% wear on the tyres. So provided that rain does come relatively soon, we will probably go straight from softs onto wet tyres. Or inters. Because it did say that the rain was just going to land. It was just going to arrive super heavy, super quick. Nico, this result could make our season. If it stays as is, of course. Need that rain to come, really. I'll come out 17th if I pit. That will ruin my race. Will ruin my strategy. I'm going to play it safe. I will stay out until everybody else starts to pit. That way, we know for sure that we're not going to lose any time. I'll be one of the last to pit off my soft tyres. Thought for a minute Esteban was going to go in then. Because everybody else other than the two Ferrari are on the hards, so we can afford to stay out. We've got big enough gap behind. We can stay out until everybody else pits and come out. And even if that gap halves, it's still 4 or 5 seconds. Rain is definitely coming. The clouds are coming now. It's getting more and more overcast.
In this lap, push now.
Definitely not pitting this lap though. Now we may only need to do one extra lap. The rain is here. And it tends to fall quite quickly. The track tends to turn rather sharpish here in Canada. So it might be pretty damp pretty quickly. We've got a massive gap behind us. Lando is now up to P7, so there are some overtakes going on back there. But everyone is just stuck behind Teo Porcher. DRS has now been disabled, which is a sign that certainly weather running is going to be on the way soon. We are struggling for a little bit of grip now.
Disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Oh, I think Yuki pit. I think that's why. I've just seen him at the back behind the Williams. I think Yuki Tsunoda has pit. He has. Yuki is pit just for tyres. He tried to undertake, but Yuki just knackered himself. I don't think we're into weather yet, but it may only be one more lap. I've set
for a new strategy option. Got that confirmed.
intermediates 15. Said intermediates 15. Everyone in front of us has pit, though. I've committed to another lap. I might have just thrown it away. The team told me 15, though. I'm not the only one still continuing on. I don't think I am the only one still continuing on dry tyres. No, I can't be. Because the AI don't double stack, do they? Yeah. We got Ferrari'd. Chat is absolutely bang on. I should have boxed last lap, but the team told me 15, and I went off that graphic. I went off that graphic and was like, okay, 15 it is then. But I think that... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I think that's because they wanted to pit Nico. And they made me go an extra lap. When surely I could have quite easily pit and come out, and Nico could have come in behind me. Vettel and Leclerc are going to pit behind me now. Everyone behind is now past Pourchaire as well.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
So now I've got Lando's through anyway. Lando's through on Teo. Cost me 6 seconds to walk on, that did. Or 5 seconds at the very least. Alpine double stacked. Alpine got Alonso in and out, and then Ocon was able to come in as well. They were able to get both cars, serviced at the same time. But it could have been a lot worse. We've come out and we're still P5. All we've done is just lose time on Esteban in front. But I don't know now how competitive we're going to be in the wet. So I don't know with these intermediates if we're going to be competitive or if we're just going to hold station or what. So now we're just waiting for the rain to dry up. So we can then go on to dry tyres again. I don't think it's going to rain for long. It wasn't forecast to rain for long. The minute we're still good for a P6 at least. It's when people start getting past Teo, that's when I'm worried. And the gap to Lando is holding about between 6.5 and 7 seconds. I'm not losing any time to Lando at the minute. Oh, that was slippery. You see, the thing is, Teo is now holding up Nico. Nico's in P8 behind Teo Pourchaire. You've got to feel for Yuki. He got screwed there. And the only other sets of softs we have left for the rest of the race are used. But they're only like 7% used. So they're not awful. We've got at least 2 sets of 7% used tyres that we can go on to. Gaps in front are going up, gaps behind, or at least gap to Lando is coming down slightly. And at least this time, I have the opportunity to react to those in front of me. If they go in and put on wets, then I'm going to be able to react and also go and put on wets. As things stand, lads, we are on for a P6 finish. At worst, a P6. But of course, there is the threat of a safety car, etc. We are, at the minute, just lapping in a bit of no man's land. Not fast enough to catch those in front, and not slow enough to be caught from behind. But at the minute, for a P5, you ain't got me complaining. I'm fine on fuel at the minute as well.
Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Not what I asked, though, was it? I asked for a weather report, please. I want to know when the rain's going to stop.
Seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Well, as it stands then, the rain doesn't look like it's going anywhere. It did say on the weather forecast that it was going to dry up before the end of the race, so I do expect to be back to dry weather tyres relatively early. I mean, we are only at a third race distance, so there's still
Like a
virtual safety car.
Being deployed due to an incident with multiple vehicles being stopped on the track. We need you to drop your pace.
Something's happened somewhere. Alex Albon's been disqualified. What's happened to Alex Albon? Oh, he's binned it. Alex has binned it coming out of the last turn. And he's just sat there. And I bet he's been disqualified just because he's trying to get himself back in the race. He's trying to get himself going again. Or he's just been disqualified because he's not moving. Either or, Alex Albon is out. I've lost loads of time because I had to just stop. Basically, just stop where I was for the Delta for the virtual safety car. Although that time is coming back to us now as they too are having to slow right down.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending.
There we go, racing conditions again. So it has cost us some time. Teo's pit, actually. Teo Porcher is just pit from behind us, which is going to free up. Nico's in the pits as well. So they must have damage then. That frees up everyone behind them, though. Let's have a look. Do they have damage? Nico doesn't have damage. And I don't think they've got... They might be pitting for wets. Maybe. I don't see a puncture at all on either of them. They might be pitting for wets, but I doubt it. We'll wait and see. Others are coming in now as well. Maybe it is time for full wets. Maybe it is time for full wets. Yeah, they're going to full wets. Teo's on full wets now. Okay. We are set with wets as our next tyre. Box this lap. So we're in for full wets. It's time to go back to the full wet that we qualified on. We could finish the race on these if it stayed wet, but the wet weather's supposed to disappear. It's supposed to dry up. I swear it's supposed to dry up. Lando's now within 4 seconds of me. Is now where we find that we've not got the pace in the wets to the AI. Use my battery as best I can. Without retirements, P5 is going to be the best we can get. Although Teo is back in P7 now. So hopefully that gap will continue to grow. Lando's definitely closing on me. I mean, I could maybe have stayed out on the inters, but it was a gamble that's not worth taking. In this position, at this stage of our career and life cycle as a team, we can't throw away a P5 trying to gamble for something else. It's just not worth it. Question is, will it be wets to inters to dries, or will it be wets straight to dry tyres? We've almost got a free pit stop to Teo Porcher. We have got a free pit stop to Teo Porcher. Because of the nature of the circuit and where the pit entry is, you actually lose not much time at all in the pits. We could pit and still come out ahead of Teo. And no, I don't think Lando has had a moment somewhere, because we're gaining on Ocon as well. I don't know why. Maybe they've both just run their battery down. I think rather than try anything on strategy to maybe finish any higher, I'm probably just going to match whatever in front do. So if they go to softs, to like go soft medium to the end.
It could be time to come in for a fresh set of boots. We're seeing a lot less spray at this point. An opinion here on the pit wall is that we'll probably be okay on the intermediates.
Okay, we'll see if any of that gaggle behind Teo pit for inters, and if they do, we'll come in. Pitting for inters, and we'll pit this lap. I think again, I didn't check the pit lap, or the number, but it didn't have the little blue line come up, so I think they were initially planning on pitting Nico again instead of me. Actually, Alonso's taken Verstappen. Alonso's a long way ahead of Verstappen. What? Oh, I think the other drivers in first and second haven't pit yet.
The radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
So the front two have stayed out on their... The front two have stayed out on their wets for another lap. We've actually, again, lost some time in the pit stop window. So the gap to Ocon has opened up by 2 seconds, and the gap behind has closed by another 2. I don't know why that is the case, but we've obviously not quite nailing the pit stop sequence somewhere, whether that's on entry or exit. No, Verstappen's leading again from Russell, from Alonso, from Ocon. A 3-4 for Alpine would be huge. Such a big gap back to Teo now, nearly 20 seconds. But we're still on for a double points finish. The Ferraris...
The gap to the car behind is 2.6 seconds.
The Ferraris, nor Lewis Hamilton, nor Daniel Ricciardo and the other Red Bull actually are working their way through. Ricciardo is now behind Nico in P9, but Nico in P8 has actually fallen a little bit off Teo Porcher there, as you can see from the minimap on the left-hand side of it. That other little black dot has actually got a bit of a gap back to Nico now. Sorry, back to Teo. Forward to Teo from Nico. At the minute, we're looking at the best result of our career and not much has really happened. So highlight-wise for the YouTube video, I'm not sure what I'm going to show them at the minute, other than me occasionally saying something. There's not really been any on-track action, has there? Now, I don't know if a medium set would take me to the end. I will initially select mediums, but we may be quicker going soft. That said, we only have slightly worn sets of softs that will go 13 laps-ish at best. So we've only got 26 laps or so in soft tyres available left for us. So we might end up going soft medium or medium soft. But we know if we go to if the cars in front of us or around us go to softs, we know they can't go to the end. If they go to mediums, we know it's because they're expecting them to get to the end. So if they go to mediums, I'm going to mediums. If they go to softs, I'm going to softs. I'm not going to try something on strategy. I'm going to try something on strategy to somehow wangle a better result, because we could equally screw ourselves. And I'm not throwing away a P5 or 6 for the sake of maybe getting a P4 that's 10 seconds down the road.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Okay, so what do the team want me to do? The team want me to go soft medium. Soft medium or medium soft, chat? Soft medium or medium soft? You have a straight's worth of roads to make a decision. Soft medium or medium soft? Medium soft, medium soft, medium soft.
Okay, we can take you
Medium
to
soft
this
is what we'll do. Medium soft is what we'll do. I'm definitely not nailing my pit entry. That's where I'm losing the time to Lando behind. Everyone in chat is saying medium soft. So, medium soft is what we'll do. Good pit stop.
Perfect job. Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
Oh, I almost did a Yuki. Now they are going to be much faster than me on their softs. But because we have that buffer to Teo. Oh god, they're taking forever to warm up. Because we have that buffer to Teo, we can take the risk.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
But now I'm in trouble with Lando. Obviously the aim is to get whatever advantage they get on their softs now back again. No DRS yet, no. I don't want to lose as little time as possible if Lando's going to get me. So I don't want to throw away that gap behind. Unnecessarily battling with Lando. Nico Hulkenberg has still managed to stay ahead. Nico has been able to stay ahead of Daniel Ricciardo through the pit stop phase. It's reckoning I can take these mediums to the end, actually. That's Lando through. Here comes Yuki out the pits on the set of mediums. So Yuki's going to the end on mediums. Now, am I the only... I think Daniel Ricciardo's about to retire. I genuinely think Daniel Ricciardo's about to retire. He's fallen off the back of Nico. Myself and Yuki are the only ones to have gone to medium tyres. Yuki's now done 7 stops. Yuki's having the worst race of his entire career, bless him. He's done 7 stops now. His engine's about to go, or he's got an issue. Wait for it. There you go. Daniel Ricciardo's retiring. So that gives Nico a bit of reprieve. However, there is now a Ferrari on his back instead. Thank you, Yuki. I will try and stick with Lando Norris through DRS sections and try and maintain some sort of gap to him, but I don't think it's going to last long because those softs are just going to be astronomically fast. Now, you only lose about 18 seconds with a pit stop here. 18 or 19 seconds, so I will currently still come out in 6th, but they will close that gap. Those behind will close that gap. That was awful. Those behind will close that gap now that I'm on the soft. Safety car.
There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles on the track.
What's the safety car out for? Well, that's going to help us, surely. Because it means our mediums stand more of a chance of getting to the end of the race, doesn't it?
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast.
I genuinely don't know why the safety cars come out. We should be able to finish on the mediums now. And yes, everyone around us will catch us. But we know for a fact everybody else has to pit at least once more. We might not have to. And it'll bring those in front of us. As much as it'll bring those behind us to us, it'll bring those in front back. I've no idea what caused the safety car. Because I didn't see anyone pit. Did anyone pit for damage? Daniel Ricciardo with a mechanic. Unless Daniel was in an awkward place. I don't know why it needed a safety car. I have no idea why there was a safety car. Couldn't tell you. Danny was retired for almost a full lap, though. Like, we caught up to where Daniel was, and then the safety car came out. It must have been for Daniel's car, but he said, yeah, he said, incident with multiple cars on track, Yorkie. You're right. Thank you for the follow, mate. But as far as we're concerned by what we can see incident-wise or pit stop-wise, nobody had an issue. So I have no idea. Now, this might... Oh, no, Yuki's already a lap down, bless him, isn't he? Oh, Yuki might as well retire. If Yuki hadn't been lapped, then he could have... It could have brought him right back into the race, but it's not going to now, bless, unfortunately for him. And Yuki behind me is going to cause chaos because he's going to be behind me in the queue and have to get out of the way for everyone else. The safety car's literally just up here now. So the safety car will probably be in at the end of this lap, maybe. Next lap at the latest. No more than one more lap under the safety car. But this is saving our medium tyres really, really well. We got particularly lucky last year at Canada with a safety car. And we think we might have gotten lucky again, maybe. No, unfortunately, lapped cars can't unlap themselves. In real life, they can. But apparently it's particularly difficult to code. So that's not able to be done in the game. Is absolutely a possible podium, yes. If pace is good enough, it's absolutely a possible podium because everybody in front, everybody else but Yuki Tsunoda has to pit again. Literally the whole field. So that effectively gives us an 18-second head start. Safety car in this lap. Here we go. This is where we find out if we maybe could sneak a podium or better than a P6 finish. And Max Verstappen is effectively the safety car now. We're just waiting for the green flag to go, and then everyone's off. There you go, everyone's off. This is it. We're underway again. Here we go.
Okay, clear.
We're fine on fuel. Everybody will be absolutely fine on fuel. Now it's a case of where will we finish? No DRS for 2 laps, of course, after a safety car or a VSC.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
So the 5 in front will get away from us. But in theory, if our medium tyres are genuinely going to be able to get us to the end, then we have an 18-second head start on everyone in front and behind. I'm just concentrating so hard now. Trying to make sure that I manage my tyres and manage the gaps in front and behind.
The stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And that we're able to stick with. Now we will have DRS on Lando as it stands.
Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
The 2 in front are piecing out again. George and Max. The two Alpines are just kind of sat on their own. Lando's trying to catch them. Now Lewis Hamilton behind puts in the fastest lap of the race. We just did a purple sector 1, lads. Are there soft tyres going already? Surely not. 9% wear on my tyres. 9%. 3-second gap behind. And they have to pit. We're getting at least a P6 here. Surely. I don't want to tempt fate, but surely we get at least a P6. An Alpine's in. Alonso's in. Surely not already. He wasn't battling with Esteban. Nico's in as well. Others have stopped too. I imagine they've gone to mediums. Unless they're going soft. They might be going soft. No, they've gone to mediums. Mediums to the end. So everyone... Our tyres are 10% worn. So they will have tyres that are 10% better than ours. That's all. Now is Verstappen going to pit here and George? Verstappen yes, George no. Ocon yes, Lando no. Podium position P3. Nico's now in the pits from behind us. Lando's in. George is in. Ladies and gentlemen, for, I believe, the first time ever in this save now, we lead a Grand Prix. I don't know as we've done that before. And some more of those behind are still going on their softs. They've not pit yet, which is going to cost those that have pit loads and loads of time. It is twitsy bum time. We might be on for more than a podium. 18 laps to go. 19 laps to go, including the one that we're on. Provided my tyres last. I almost don't want to say it. Provided my tyres last, we might be on for a win. It's Stroll that's holding them up. Bottas is in. Stroll and Leclerc continuing. Stroll and Leclerc still stay out on those softs. A podium is still very much a possibility. I need Lance Stroll to stay out as long as possible, but I'm pretty sure he's going to pit this lap. Please don't pit. They haven't. It's still going. Lance Stroll, I love you. In Canada, Lance Stroll. George is definitely catching it over a second a lap, though. I just need him to get... I need Stroll to stay out as long as possible. But I think...
We might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Rain in 15 minutes. Well, there's a curveball. Lance is in. George is unleashed. As of right now, I would say to you, we might well finish P2. But if it rains, then that could drastically change. 15 laps to go, including the one that we're on. Sorry, 16 laps to go. But we're about to cross the line, so 15 laps to go. 15 laps to go. Our medium tyres are 17% worn at most. And there is rain 15 minutes away.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
I don't think the rain hits before the end of the Grand Prix. 22% wear on the rears. Tyres are absolutely fine at the moment. Little bit of slip at the rear, but nothing that isn't manageable at this moment in time. 10 laps to go. I'm sorry for not talking. You all understand why. Fucking hell! This is so tense! Hi, George. 3 seconds the gap. What would I do if I had a power cut right now? I'd be fine because I've missed session saved. Screw you, Saul. That's what I'd do if I have a power cut now. 7 laps. My hands are sweaty. Under 2 seconds. 6 laps to go.
We're expecting some rain first drops in the next few minutes.
Oh, God. Go away with your rain in the next few minutes. 5 laps to go. I definitely don't look calm and ready on the surface. 3 laps to go. Nico is currently...
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 31.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 9th place.
Nico's in 9th.
That time was 1 minute 14.0.
Nico's in 9th. 2 laps to go. I just saw a raindrop. The clouds have greyed over. I just saw a raindrop. With a lap and a half to go, and George is now going to get within DRS range. I saw a raindrop. My hands are so sweaty. Last lap. I'm not talking. I'm concentrating. Go away. Just to ruin the cleanness of the... Oh my God, he's going for it. I've held him off. DRS disabled. He tried to overtake at the wrong point there, George. He might have just cost himself this win. Half a second, he will have DRS. Draining my battery now. It's raining. The track is super wet. Just like Sebastian Vettel in 2008, a backmarker team gets a win in Formula 1. No DRS, of course, because DRS was disabled. Did the rain maybe win us that? I can't believe it. Did the rain maybe win us that Grand Prix? Oh my Lord. Valtteri Bottas driver of the day? Never been. Never been. Oh my God. After only once ever finishing higher than P9. Only once have we ever finished higher than P9. A P7 here at Canada last year. We taste champagne for the very first time. We taste champagne for the very first time. This won't happen again for like another year and a half in game, but that's a dub. And you know what? Chat with the ones, live chat with the ones that told me to go mediums first in the pit stop when we switched from wets to dries. The call from chat to go mediums first made it. Trophy, lifting a trophy, yeah, we got one of those. We got one of those, thank you Logitech. And then, yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh. Cheers, boys. P1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Butcher has gifted 10 subs to celebrate. Mark, Ben, Wild Stretch, Rozzy, Matty Lowe, or Latty Mo even, Foxy, Son, Nikki and Andrew. Welcome back to the gang.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a
Winner?
knock today.
Winner Chris Wood. My fastest lap was only, well, look at Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's fastest lap was 1:11.9.
Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time.
The rest,
Great raw speed and a good job
I wasn't that far off fastest lap wise. Lewis with a 1:12.1, Charles with a 1:11.9, and the rest I was faster than. Just like Sebastian Vettel in 2008 and almost Damon Hill at the Hungaroring in 1997. In a backmarker team, we've won a Grand Prix. Damon Hill qualified P2 or 3, I think, in Hungary in 1997 in an Arrows and very nearly won it. Was overtaken on the last lap by Jacques Villeneuve as Damon had a fuel pump issue or hydraulic issue of some description and he was running slowly. There was no slow running for us. 29 points we're up to, and it shoots us up 2 places in the Constructors to 6th as well. Nico's on the score sheet. 2 points for him. The first time a teammate of ours has scored points as well. So it's not like I did massively outperform the car, but Nico performed as well. So the pace is in that car. And we could see from the performance index that we were challenging with a number of midfield cars to maybe do something. So just like Monza last year, a midfield car wins a race. That was spectacular, gentlemen. That was spectacular.
Our margins are looking good right now.
1.87 million pounds in weekly resources. Let's make Nico even faster, shall we? And I can also now add driver perks to myself. Is there 5 days left there? There is. I can add driver perks to myself so that we earn extra resource points now as well. Driver perks. I can spend... Engine wear will be reduced by 30%. And resource point boost will be 50%. That's going to be huge for us. Absolutely massive moving forward. Now, the driver contract runs out in 21 days. I believe we have the British Grand Prix and then the Austrian Grand Prix before we have to deal with driver renewals. But look at that. 15, 18, 15, 14, 8, 14, 15, 13, 1. In gold. Win. So we've got two more races before we have to consider renewing Nico's contract or hiring someone else. But has the fact that Nico has gotten some points now maybe changed our minds a bit? I don't know. It's going to be the British Grand Prix next. We have an event to go to as well. We have a proposition for you to consider. Social Media Star wants to interview you for the video he is creating and wants to meet you with you as soon as possible. This will delay our plans to train with your teammate, but ultimately it's up to you. I would rather stick to my commitments. I'm sorry, Social Media Star. Sorry, Tiamat Marduk. I'm sorry, Arava. But I am declining to improve my second driver's racecraft. But Nico Hulkenberg is now, over the next 2 Grand Prix, in Great Britain and in Austria, fighting for his contract. He's fighting for his contract. If he doesn't perform, he's out and we'll hire someone else. We've got £8 million in the bank. We have... Do we have anything that's worth doing? Aerodynamic-wise, the front wing is now done. I can't afford to do anything else, though, I don't think. I definitely can't. We're going to need to go to another Grand Prix, but we've got some front wing upgrades now. So 4 upgrades on the front and 4 upgrades on the back.
Congrats, we've got the Chesnoid PogChamp.
PogChamp. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, Matt. Appreciate it, my dude. We've got the weight reduction in the works. Up next for us, I will probably either do fuel efficiency or maybe even the DRS. Maybe I upgrade the DRS because that would help us in a straight line as well. But last year, we got our 3 best results in Canada, Great Britain and Austria. We got 9th, 7th, 9th, 9th, and then a 10th in Mexico. We got an 8th in Miami this year, but now a win in Canada. I can't quite believe it. Question is, how do we follow that up? You'll have to wait and see in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I think this deserves a like, don't you? Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this or, of course, the F1 Manager save that is currently ongoing with McLaren. Check the channel page for anything you might have missed. But for now, I'll see you next time. I can't believe it, lads. Yeah, random car checking coming, and I'm getting drugs tested. If only chat worked for Ferrari, right? Tell me about it. Unbelievable. Oh, Butcher, thank you so much for the 10 gifted, mate. That's very kind of you. Were they your first gifted subs as well? No, you've gifted 10 previously too. My man. My man. Redeemed the glasses of destiny. GG, mate. Didn't fancy it on lap... I didn't fancy doing it on lap 65. No, that's fair. I appreciate you holding off. I still kind of put it in the wall. But that's why we flashback. To keep the drama. That's a GG. Let's send you on a raid, shall we? Who else is live that we can send you to? Let's send you on a raid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Open lobbies. Everyone's doing a lot of... There's a lot of cross-play lobbies going on. In fact, is anyone... Who's streaming F1 Manager? Dirk is live with F1 Manager right now. Let's send you to Dirk. We like raiding Dirk. Dirk's an absolute ledge. I'll send you guys over to Dirk whilst he's doing his F1 Manager. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm not live tomorrow, but I... Thank you, Fisherman's Friend, for the follow at the end. I'm not live tomorrow, but I am live again Sunday. Sunday, we will have FIFA. We will have a Formula 1 watch-along for the Belgian Grand Prix, and we will have F1 Manager as well. Enjoy your Saturday, and enjoy the rest of your Friday as well. And hopefully, I'll see the majority of you here back on Sunday. Bye, boys.